Thank you for joining me on my morning walk. It's January 28th, 2026. Two things. First, yesterday I came up across the hard 3-minute limit on uploading videos to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. And that reminded me of a project, the roundabout way. It reminded me of a project that I did back in one of my game development courses as an undergrad, where we had to hack an existing board game. We had to change the board or the pieces in some way, and we had to change at least one rule. And I chose checkers because I hate checkers and I hate losing. I thought, how can I make checkers enjoyable for me? And so I turned it into a drinking game in which instead of the regular checkers pieces, they were little tiny shot glasses, and the players would fill them with their beverages of choice. And anytime one of your pieces was removed from the board, you drank it. And then the rule that I changed was that whenever you captured a piece, the piece you used to capture would also be removed from the board and consumed by the player. And it did have the effect of making it much more enjoyable to lose checkers and much more enjoyable to play checkers. But it actually went much further than I expected, in that all of my playtesters started playing to lose and started cooperating with each other to maximize the efficiency with which they could remove pieces from the board. And it became a completely different game with completely different victory conditions for the players. Like, even competitive players who usually like to win were instead trying to collaborate to remove as many pieces from the board as they could of their own and their opponents, do it efficiently, right? And it was really interesting because, that was not what I anticipated. It was a knock-on effect, a downstream effect, if you will. And so I wonder about things like this 3-minute limit and other choices in these apps we interact with that were made for purely technical or business reasons, but that because we interact with these things, so often in such profound ways, what knock-on effects are these having on our behaviors? Because they're already directly affecting our behaviors in ways that we recognize. I am making sure this video comes in under 3 minutes, so I don't have to fiddle with editing, so I can upload it to the platforms I want to upload it to. But what other effects is it having? That's worth thinking about. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!